Said she wants some beef patty and some cocoa bread. She said she want that beef patty and that cocoa bread. It's gonna get a little loco in here, man. I'm getting a little woozy, you heard me? Today, I'm gonna show you how to make an exceptional cocoa bread using our Ooni Halo Pro spiral mixer. And not just any cocoa bread, we're making plantain cocoa bread. All right, we're using the plátanos, roasted plantains. We're infusing them into the dough, and that's one of the big benefits of using our Halo Pro is that we can add that plantain into the dough seamlessly without overheating it or over mixing it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I've got softened butter. Very important that our butter is at room temperature. You don't want butter straight from the fridge. We've got some eggs as well. You want those room temperature. Our roasted plantains, sugar, coconut milk. We have water, and we have, of course, our sourdough pre-ferment. In the Caribbean, you have cocoa bread. It's a bread that's made with coconut milk, sometimes coconut water. It's made with a lot of fat. It could be butter, it could be coconut oil. Cocoa bread has a very distinct shape in that after it's baked, you can pull it apart and you can stuff it full of things like beef patties or jerk chicken, or you can just eat it on its own. So I'm gonna show you how I make my version of cocoa bread using our Halo Pro spiral mixer. Very simple here. We're going to remove the bowl. With an enriched dough like this, removing the bowl is awesome because cleanup will be very easy. This is a sticky dough. It's a very highly enriched dough. So I'm really glad I can do this. Okay, first we're going to add the flour into the bowl. Now this is a bread that I made for the #1 restaurant in New York City, actually. This is a version of it. I actually use these huge planetary mixers. So I was doing wholesale production of cocoa bread. And the thing about those planetary mixers is that they warm the dough up so quickly. And with an enriched dough like this, you don't want it getting past about 80 degrees. So the spiral mixer is gonna help us keep that temperature more manageable. And I'm really excited about incorporating the butter into the dough. So flour's in, we've got coconut milk in the amount of 169 grams. We're gonna add our coconut milk. Make sure you're using full fat coconut milk. It is much better for the enrichment of the bread. Adding our full fat coconut milk in. This is silly. I'm making a mess. Oh my God. Ladle's gone. Anyway, so we're adding our coconut milk. Now we're gonna add our water. Beautiful. Next up, we are going to add our sourdough pre-ferment, all right? Always intoxicating. Always take a whiff of your sourdough. Anyway, we're gonna add our sourdough starter here. All right, this is our pre-ferment that's been doing its thing. Look how elastic, look how strong it is. Look at that. That's how you know your sourdough is ready to be used, when it has some strength to it, just like that, all right? Time to crack some eggs. This is a Mondo egg, this is a fat one. Very easy here. Look at that. Oh, it's a double yolk. That means this is a lucky batch of cocoa bread, and I'm doing it just for you. So, eggs are all going in at once, all right? Ooh. We're gonna add our sugar. Oh yeah, this is enriched, baby. This is a nice, sweet, enriched, delicious bread. So, now we're gonna add half of our butter. We wanna add our butter in increments so that we give our gluten network time to form. If we add too much butter at once, the gluten network won't form very well and you'll end up with a very soupy mess, actually. So it's very important that we add the butter in stages. Here we go. I'm gonna fire up the Pro. I feel refreshed. We are going to start our timer here. And you know me, I get things done right on time, all right? Timer started, switching up to the mixing speed. We've got a lot of enrichment in the bowl, so we wanna kickstart the process here, all right? So, as I start this mix, one of the most incredible things about the spiral mixer is that my ingredients are not getting stuck at the bottom of the bowl. Everything's evenly incorporating. That is something that with planetary mixers, with these heavily enriched breads, you find that the ingredients get trapped at the bottom of the bowl. That's not happening here, and I think it's phenomenal. So, dough's looking pretty good. We are going to prepare our plantain here. So these were roasted in a very hot oven, 10 minutes, you know, maybe 15. If you put them in your Ooni vault, you could zap them pretty quick, so maybe that's the vibe. All right, so we're gonna prep these. The dough is looking excellent. You can see it coming together. We're almost ready to start adding the rest of our butter. Another amazing feature here, when I add my butter, I'm just gonna simply flip, you know what I'm talking about? Just gonna open it up. We're going to begin adding our butter here, and we can throw it right onto the dough. So we got half of the other half of butter added. We're gonna let that incorporate, and then in a minute or two, we're gonna continue adding the butter. It's really important you get that slow mix, let the butter really incorporate, and then you hit it with the high speed so you can strengthen it so that you have a nice silky, smooth, enriched dough. And what I love about this process right now is as I'm adding the butter and as I see the butter get incorporated, I can go from something that's relatively slow to something that's a little bit faster without having to go all the way into a super fast gear. So this is just gonna help our butter incorporate a little bit quicker without going all the way into the top speed. And that's critical. We have some really nice incorporation happening here. So we're gonna add some more of the butter. We're gonna kick this up to 50%. We're gonna really get it going. Once our butter is fully incorporated, which it is now, our dough is looking exceptional. The last component for the dough to come together fully is the salt. All right, we're gonna bump that speed up a little bit, and this is where it really starts to come together. That higher speed is gonna give the gluten structure what it needs to come together and be silky smooth, all right? Buttery, soft, this is effortless. Making these enriched doughs can be challenging sometimes, but the precision control that I have to go between the timer and the mixing speed is incredible. We're starting to see that nice pumpkin shape. All right, we going turbo speed, you know what I'm saying? We're about to blast off in here, but we're not actually blasting off because this thing doesn't even move at the highest speed. I don't gotta touch it. It is insane. It is phenomenal. It is cocoa bread. I'm gonna give it a small touch of water just to help that salt come together. Oh yeah, baby. Now look at that. Yeah. It's so beautiful right now. You can't get more beautiful than this, all right? However, it's time to add our plantain, all right? So I'm gonna pause the mixer, and as you can see, my timer paused as well, which is an incredible feature. I don't have to think about my timer. I just pause the mixer, timer stops. I'm going to just remove the lid. All right, I'm gonna get that back down, and we're gonna add our plantain into the dough, all right? We're gonna actually reduce the speed here. We don't wanna overmix. All right, so we're gonna go straight into the mixer with our plantain. And that's another beautiful thing about this spiral mixer is that I can incorporate things into my dough seamlessly. Oh yeah, get in there. I love me a plátano, plantains. Grew up eating plátano every weekend. My mom would make fried plátanos. When I wrote my first book, I started incorporating that into different breads. So you're really gonna love this. Make sure you get the plantain. If you can't find plantain, you can use a banana or you can just exclude it, but definitely try to get some plantain. I think our dough is done. I think we got a beautiful pumpkin shape. We got a beautiful, smooth, slick, elastic, stretchy dough, and we're ready to start the fermentation process. 3, 2, 1. It's cocoa bread time, baby. Timer's up, the dough looks exceptional, everything's incorporated. We're ready to let the bulk fermentation do its thing so we could make cocoa bread. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so we just completed the mix. I'm so excited about how this dough came out. It looks silky smooth. So we're just gonna remove the bowl just like that, very simple. Check out the dough. Oh yeah. That's that good. It's nice, it's smooth, it's silky. I'm just going to, whoa. Look at that. Honestly, this feels incredible. It's so buttery, it's so silky, it's so perfect. Wow. I mean, I'm actually just like kind of like mind blown a little bit. This dough is phenomenal. Look at this, you can see the bubbles, the fermentation, the air pockets are building up. My plantain is distributed perfectly. So we are going to let this dough ferment. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Clean work surface. We don't need to oil the container because this is so enriched it will come out of the container very easily. We're gonna let this ferment, and when that's done, we're gonna divide and shape our cocoa bread. Hey! Oh my God, wow. Wow, wow. I mean, the fermentation is on point. You can see it. I mean, look at that. Beautiful plantain right there. Beautiful air pockets. Incredible, incredible fermentation. Ah, yes. Oh. We're gonna dust lightly with flour and ooh, a little degassing. Degassing the dough, punching it down. That allows us to prepare it to be divided and shaped. Oh, it's so dope. Love it. Cocoa bread, baby. So we're done our bulk fermentation here. We've got this beautiful, heavily enriched dough with lots of butter, egg, sugar, and of course our plantain. So how do you achieve proper fermentation with all of that stuff in your dough? I mean, you can look at this dough right here. Beautiful gluten network. It's nice and firm. Look at that. It's incredible, actually. You're ripping into it now. I don't know why I started doing that. So how do you achieve a dough like this that's so heavily enriched? Well, the answer is right here. We use the Ooni Halo Pro mixer, and that spiral technology allowed us to add the butter in stages so that we didn't overmix our dough. It allowed our gluten network to form properly. And of course, we added our plantains at the end, so those didn't get overmixed as well. So we're gonna divide and shape our cocoa bread. I've divided hundreds of pieces of cocoa bread in my day, and this is the key. You want to set up in a rectangle. We're looking for 100-gram pieces here, all right? So I'm going to, all right, just like that. And 100-gram piece, 100-gram pieces right there. Ooh, those are light. All right, I'll use these scraps to make up for any differences, all right? So here we go. 100 grams on the dot, C-cam. Holy shit, that's way too much. Oh, on the second try, 99. All right, 100 grams, 99. That's basically 100. That's 100 grams. 103 is fine. This dough is spectacular. It's, to be honest, for having what, 35% butter in it, you would expect the butter to just be oozing out, but it's not. The dough is silky smooth. It smells incredible. It's very easy to work with. You don't need much flour on your work surface. You just needed a little flour at the beginning when you punched it down. I feel like I'm back at work. It's 3 a.m. The chef's waiting for his bread. He works tirelessly into the night. Okay, so our dough is divided. I'm gonna show you how to shape it. Sometimes these doughs can feel sticky or feel intimidating because they're so enriched, but because we were able to mix it and incorporate everything evenly without any issues and get our gluten network formed, we won't have any issue shaping this dough, all right? So very simple. It never gets old for me. It never gets old, all right? Palm of the hand, balls of the fingers. Nice and easy. We got some chunks of plantains there. So now we speed things up. So this is just the pre-shape. All right, we're gonna shape them into balls and then we're gonna flatten them out, brush them with butter, and fold them over to give them that familiar cocoa bread shape. Last one, any takers? Oh, me, I got it. Structure, very smooth. I'm addicted to this. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna let these rest. Oh, look at that, our little cocoa boys. Hey guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flatten out our cocoa bread. We're gonna take a little bit of flour there. Or you can hit it with one of these, old school, you know, just like that. Beautiful size. And we're going to brush with a little butter. That's gonna make it nice and steamy and creamy and warm and smooth on the inside after the bake, okay? After that's brushed, we are going to flip this over and make sure the top goes underneath and over the bottom side so that it doesn't open while it bakes. And so that's our little cocoa bread. Our sheet tray is coming over. I'm gonna fill this tray up so that they proof and touch while they bake so that we can pull them apart and see that nice flaky texture on the inside, all right? Yes, 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 yes. Here we go, a little dippity dip into the flour. it down, hit it with the side to side. That's how my mom used to make tortillas. She used to make corn tortillas just like this, boom, boom, boom. You were making arepas or something, but you can do that with dough as well. Just flatten it out. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You're gonna have chunks of plantain in there as well. That's okay. That's the whole name of the game. They're gonna continue to caramelize during the bake as well. It's gonna be delicious. Yes, 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 yes. Fold that over. There we go. Got an opportunity to make this bread for New York City's #1 restaurant, and it kind of led me into a world of wanting to perfect making cocoa bread. I've got a lot of colleagues and friends that make cocoa bread all around the country at different bakeries and different restaurants, and I thought it would be a great addition to your kitchen for you to make when you mix with your Halo mixer. It makes everyone happy. It's cocoa bread. It's warm. It's delicious. All right? It's labor intensive. Oftentimes when you try to get the plantain into the dough with the planetary, it falls to the bottom, stop the mixer, kind of got to dig them out. You don't get the even incorporation. So it's really beneficial to use a spiral mixer because you can incorporate all of your additions. Like let's say I wanted to add grains and seeds to this dough or any kind of other addition. This is going to give you a better incorporation. Our two final little cocoa boys. Love you guys. So it's time to proof our cocoa bread. It's very important when you're proofing them to cover them. It could be plastic wrap. You could also place it into your oven while the oven is off, just to create an environment where the draft doesn't develop a skin on your dough, okay? So we'll get these covered, we'll proof them, and then we'll egg wash them and bake them. What's happening, baby? All right, it's almost time to bake our cocoa bread. Look how beautifully they proofed. They're touching tip to tip. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see them touching there. I wanna see that they've expanded in size. Look at that, they're nice and bouncy. Passing our poke test. That's a test when dough is proofing. Give it a little poke. You should see it bounce back up a little bit, not all the way, and you shouldn't see it stay. So we're in a really good spot here. We just need to egg wash them and throw them in the oven. The egg wash is critical for us to get that nice golden brown sheen on the cocoa bread. I cannot wait for these to bake. The smell is gonna permeate the kitchen. It's gonna intoxicate me. It's like a paintbrush. I'm a painter, this is my canvas. Our cocoa bread is all egg washed. Let's bake them. Oh yeah, it's cocoa time, baby. The fragrance is potent, it's powerful, it's funky, it's sweet, buttery, and the roasted plantain, you can see the chunks of plantain here. The plátano is beautiful. What I love about baking cocoa bread like this is the edges touching. All right, I'm gonna show you why. We're gonna pull that apart. You're gonna see the dough flake apart, the nice buttery flakes, and we're gonna fill these with a beef patty. You already know. Oh man, that's soft. It's nice and flaky there. This is incredible. Oh man, it's like a drug. I shouldn't say that. This is phenomenal. Pillowy soft, beautiful, moist interior. Look at the bake on the bottom. We're gonna take our beef patty here. We're going to place it right there in the middle. You wanna see the patty growing away from the bread. That's a nice ratio of patty to cocoa bread. Baking is art, and this is an art form. This is pure joy, pure deliciousness. Oh yeah, this is absolutely divine. Flaky cocoa bread, mixed, shaped, and baked to perfection, and a beautiful beef patty. With this beautiful warm cocoa bread, you can make any type of sandwich. You can dip it in your soup. You can use it as table bread, you know what I'm saying, with your dinner. You can put jam on it or whatever filling you desire, like jerk chicken. I chose to go with the classic beef patty today. Make sure y'all check out this recipe, mixed to perfection, effortlessly with our Halo Pro Spiral Mixer. Oh my God. The bread is just velvet. It's perfect. What else can I say? Oh my God. You wanna get down with some of that? Should I make y'all one? I'm gonna make y'all one.